888-595-7779. That's 888-595-7779. Now, today's edition of The Real Estate Show.
And hello, South Florida. Welcome. Welcome to the Friday edition of The Real Estate Show, also known as the TGIF edition, always known for thank God it's Friday, thank God it's Florida, and thank God the week is finished. And we got a great show for you today as we wrap up a great week with a great theme, talking about the reasons why real estate is the best business out there, the ideal business out there. And we have covered a lot of ground for that. And I actually got more ground to cover rather than be just a review show. We've got new stuff that I wanted to share. Yesterday was kind of a groundbreaking announcement. If you missed yesterday's show, if you missed any of our shows, know that all of our shows are recorded, archived, and saved, available 24/7 on demand. All you have to do is go to our website at automaticlandlord.com. That's automaticlandlord. And then go to the top of the page where it says The Real Estate Show. Then you can click on the Listen Live if you're here at 5. Remember, we are live at 5 days a week, coming at you 5 different ways to consume the Real Estate Show, whether it be on our AM station, FM, the app, the free apps that you can download to listen to radio on your portable phone. Take me with you wherever you go, whether it be on our website where we stream it live and archive it as well. And finally, we're also on Facebook Live. And on the Facebook Live, you can enjoy a little bit of interaction. You can text us questions. We can have a little conversation when we go into the break. We have a little private conversation there on our Facebook page. And you can also see kind of watching radio TV there on the Facebook Live. So we have what else that I wanted to share with you all, because it was like such a busy week, such a great week. We got some great feedback, and I love the questions. Remember, you can always send us questions, send us comments, set up a complimentary, no obligation appointment to talk about your real estate, past, present, or future. Simply go to Automatic Landlord or to the Real Estate Show's Facebook page. But automaticlandlord.com, there's a button that says book an appointment. If you go to our Facebook page, even when you're watching the live, you can book an appointment. And, the other thing I got to give out is our smart line. I'm being told I don't give out the smart line enough, but the smart line for the Real Estate Show is a line that we give out periodically, a keyword for the day that you can text in, and then it will reply automatically. And just like the Automatic Landlord, it is all done automatically for you to be able to, thank you, buddy. And for you to be able to get information. Like this week we were talking about, loan, to get information. If you text the word loan, we got some great information on the new 40-year loan, on the new, the down payment assistance programs that are there. Then you text the letters DPA. If it was, we talked a little bit about credit this week. Text the word credit. Each one of those generates a different and automated response with information that will get you closer to what you want to do. And of course, that's our goal here on the Real Estate Show, is to enable, educate, and empower, all the E's, the triple E, enable, educate, and empower our listeners to own a piece of the American dream, or various pieces, if you will. So we got some really, really cool stuff going on there today. What else? Today we were in conference with one of the top financial planners in the country that really has some revolutionary stuff that the real estate owners ought to take notice of. And, I already talked about, we're going to be having him as a guest coming up in a couple of weeks in July. And so the amount of things that we share here, I think the quality of the education and the information, you just won't get anywhere else. And you certainly won't get it at the price you're getting it here, which of course is absolutely free. All you got to do is tune in 5 days a week here at 5 o'clock. And by the way, in addition to our 5 shows that we have during the week, we have a 6th marathon show, and that one is Sunday night. Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m., exactly where you're watching or listening to us now. At 9 p.m., the radio show, which we stream live on our website, which is on the AM, which is on the FM dials. Also, that, of course, includes the apps. We go back to back, all the shows of the week. So if you want to listen to, Mondays, our Monday on a Mission, where we talk about what the theme and where our focus is going to be directed for the entire week. And that's what we do, is we pick a topic that's relevant and appropriate right now in real estate. And then we kind of dissect it throughout the week. On Monday, we'll talk about the definitions, the concepts behind it, or the greater overhead view, kind of like we'll talk about it at the 10,000 foot level to understand how it affects real estate, why it affects real estate, and why you should know this. Then we'll also lay out the agenda for the rest of the week and how we're going to unpack that conversation. So Tuesdays, which is our tools, tips, and techniques. So this week we started out the week talking about the 10 reasons why real estate is the best business in the world. And I'm going to review that again. We'll actually circle back around there probably by the second half. Number one, and especially appropriately so in this pandemic that we're hopefully winding down now, but it is a business that you can work from anywhere, right? You can work from home. Ironically, now that we're being required to stay in our homes, this business has actually flourished and blossomed and became, I would say, more important even when our homes become much more than just our homes. So this is a great opportunity if you're considering maybe doing real estate a little bit part-time, whether you're thinking of becoming an agent, whether you're thinking of becoming an investor, however you want to be involved. I'm telling you that there's nothing better. Everybody, in fact, as you know, I like to say, everybody is in real estate. The only difference is that 60% of us are in real estate. That means 60% of all the properties are owned, owner-occupied. 40% are investor-owned. And so those folks that live in the properties that are investor-owned, well, you're paying the investor either through direct rent payments or through the labor at your office that's creating the profits for the company that pays the rent. One way or another, if you don't own real estate, then you are on real estate. You're not quite in it. And the people in real estate generate the benefits. They receive the rent checks. They receive the equity buildup. They receive the appreciation. In the case of investors, they receive the income, the tax benefits, and the list goes on. Those people on real estate, those are the ones that write those checks for all of those benefits. So that's benefit number one, and rightfully so, because it is the ability, and I see that as a filter point now, as many people are looking at their jobs. The ones that are requiring them to go back to work are not viewed as well. Ones that have flexibility or maybe part-time office, part-time remote work, that is actually I'm going to call it a future employee incentive, because people like that. They like the ability to work from home. They look at all the time you gain not commuting, all the time and effort and energy and economy of gas, wear and tear in your car, wardrobes, and all that other stuff. So that's a big benefit. So that's Tuesdays. We go into our tools, tips, and techniques, in which we talk about what are we doing in the marketplace today as it pertains to the business of real estate. And as you know, right now we have been laying the groundwork and really opening up quite transparently what we're doing here in the real estate show, working with the REO companies, regardless of which way the wind blows. The real estate show is uniquely positioned now. We are very well connected and have some good affiliations, got certified, and are on the list to be direct contacts for the REO companies, the asset management companies, the asset preservation companies. And we talked about the training. We were even offering to agents out there. Some of you took us up on it. I think other agents may have missed the boat. But we're actually going to do another round of training. And so if you're an agent and you want to learn more from the real estate show and you want to be on the list for our special agent benefits, text the word agent to 561-861-2366. Once again, that's 561-861-2366. Text the word agent. And then we'll put you on that list because there's more stuff coming up. In fact, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. And agents and investors and homeowners want to listen to this. We are now getting ready. It's not official, but I can tell you this in a low voice. Our sell and stay program. You know, the number one concern that many sellers are having right now that would like to sell. Imagine sell now, lock in your price in today's market. So regardless of what happens, if your intention was to sell, but were afraid because you couldn't move or didn't know where to move, how about sell now, lock in your price now, and lock in your price and lock in your place. So it will give you the time. So we made special arrangements for that. If you want to get more information about that program, even before it comes out, text the word discovery, because this is, like I said, it's a little bit of a secret still. Some of the things are being ironed out, but I think it's going to be a real help for a lot of folks that are looking to make certain moves. Particularly now in the sensitive time, finding school districts and getting ready for the next year. So what goes and what happens next has always been the big concern. So we talked about on Wednesday is our midweek report, and we talk about the items in the news, and we had some great headlines that we shared with you during the week. We talked about the 40-year loan. Not too many people knew about that. We talked about the Supreme Court decision denying landlords their petition to invalidate the moratoriums, and then of course we described how the moratoriums were actually extended one more month, and what we believe may likely be the last month on a federal or national basis. So it's go time if you need to get your ducks in order. You've got T-minus 30 days now, actually 29 days as of today. And then when you consider that it's the holiday weekend and Monday is a day off, so if it has to do with dealing with banks, you gotta get your ducks in order. And if you don't know what to do, if you're worried about what to do, then text the words path home to 561-861-2366. Once again, that's path home. And we've got a way to lay out in detail with certainty a map, a playbook, if you will, to avoid distress, foreclosure, or worse. So we got the goods here on the Real Estate Show. Anyway, it's time for us to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to finish what we covered for the week, and then I want to jump on over to a conversation about this latest headline that I just saw. The epic housing shortage may finally be starting to lift, and we're seeing signs of that as surprising number of new listings hit the market in June. We're seeing that, and I'm going to tell you why that could be a trend that could actually continue, even though it doesn't spell doom and gloom for the real estate market. It actually could be a very good thing. So you're listening to The Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner. I am your host. I'm going to go take a quick break, but I'll be right back right after these words. Hey, Gary, how are you? Andre, how are you doing? Tony. I don't understand that language. They're typing to me. I'm not even sure I can identify that language. Anybody know what that is? Or is that Or is that Siri acting up, taking what you say and spelling it her own way? Don't you love when Siri you dictate something and then when you or even sometimes you type something and Siri will change it on you? So happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope you guys all have a safe and happy 4th of July. Remember that it is America's birthday, the land of the free. Remember, the flag stands for freedom. I know a lot of people like to attach in their grievances, but it isn't the flag. It is not the flag. The flag is actually the symbol that many people fought for, died for, and created what is today the greatest nation. Not perfect, but the greatest nation on earth. And that's coming from somebody who naturalized American. Wasn't born that way. But very, very glad, very proud to be American. Donating blood this week for the veterans and for the hospitals. And welcome back. For those of you just joining us here, you are listening to The Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner. I am your host here on The Real Estate Show, the longest running daily radio show in America. 23 years strong. Nobody comes close to having 23 complete and uninterrupted years through good markets, through bad markets, through the worst markets, the great recession to the great pandemic. But the Real Estate Show here has been a source, a constant beacon of information for the real estate investor, for the homeowner, whether it's your first home or your 21st home. And like I said, we got the goods. Whether, I say this, and I'll say this right now, especially, I think there's no more American business than the real estate business. I mean, you're dealing in the land of the home of the free. And I hope that more people take a step back, take a big, deep breath, and look around at the beauty, at the freedom that we have, and try to find more in the good of what we have than the bad. I was talking with our viewers on Facebook Live in the break that this country is not perfect. Nobody says that it is, but it certainly is better than most of the other options. And usually when I see complaints, you're talking, an immigrant who came here and found the American dream and heartily believe in it. And I'm here to help spread and share more of that. Our mission here on the Real Estate Show is to, and you see, we give out a lot of the information that real estate gurus across the country probably wish I wasn't on the air, because a lot of what they teach, you're getting right here for free. And we break it down week after week after week. We do workshops all the time, free workshops. During the pandemic, we started doing workshops on the internet, which means it doesn't matter where in the country you are, you get to listen and participate in this. And we've got a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to get ready to go through our cycle again. And so we'll be rolling out a lot of the same workshops, some of the improved workshops, and even some of the new workshops. Like I gave a little hint on the first half of the show about our Sell and Stay program that we have. We have also for those folks to help them as the moratorium lifts, our 90-day fresh start program. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, financing options that simply aren't on the market right now. You can't get them, but I'm going to tell you that there's some new financing options specifically for those people who are in forbearance, and that hopefully will have a soft landing, that will land on their feet, whether they decide to stay and keep it or whether they just need to make an adjustment. The 90-day fresh start, just to give you a little teaser on it, is a way for anybody, whether you're in foreclosure, in forbearance, or never had a home before, how to become a homeowner in 90 days. And that's what we call the 90-day fresh start. I don't care whether you have a down payment or not. Remember, we got down payment assistance programs. We spent a whole week talking about down payment assistance. If you missed it and you want to get information about some of our down payment assistance programs that we have, anywhere from 1% assistance all the way up to 10% 10% assistance, from grant money to forgivable loans to low interest loans, part of those down payment assistance programs. I mean, it's hard. I am studying a lot of these things, so I'm not surprised, and maybe a little bit surprised in that these are great programs. More people need to hear about them, but there's just there's money for the down payment or to advertise it. Where do you think they want it to go? They want it to go into the down payment assistance. So 100% of the money goes into the down payment assistance. This much goes into advertising, and therefore, if you don't know somebody who knows something, then you may not find out about it. But if you want to know something, you now know who knows about it, and all you have to do is text the letters DPA for down payment assistance. Text DPA to 561-861-2366. And if you did this before, you might want to do it again, because the information has changed, and therefore it's something that you definitely want to get into if down payment was the issue. And P.S., I was in a meeting on Thursday where we were talking about how, there are some people who have the money for the down payment, but would rather conserve that money if they can. And if they qualify for the down payment assistance, then why not use money that's available out there? Which reminds me about our financial cash flow hacking group, which is forming. So if you're interested in that, I don't even have a smart text code word for that one yet, but that's going to be neat. Our cash flow hacking group, between the automatic landlord debt solution, how to pay off your mortgage in 1/3 of the time to 1/2 of the time, how to eliminate debt easily and naturally, how to build equity faster. All these little things. And we were talking about how to get cash back on the purchase that you're going to make anyway. Why not? How about how to get paid to go shopping? And that's kind of an interesting thing. And then obviously how to get things for less price, and how to make things more make personal items become business deductible items. And that's another really cool conversation that we've been chalkboarding for our future conversations. Anyway, back to what I just mentioned before the break, because I know we won't have a lot of time. Recent headlines said epic housing shortage may finally be starting to lift, and as surprising number of new listings hit the market. Now, remember, overall, I've been saying I don't want, as much as I love being a real estate owner, I love when real estate goes up 10% or greater a year. It's wonderful for the future. But I also know that kind of appreciation, especially when you start talking about 15 and 20% appreciation, that is not sustainable. And typically what happens, and we're not there yet, we're talking about 8, 9, 10% appreciation, depending where in the country. But when you start seeing 15 and above, 20%, then when we were at the peak of the bubble back in 2006, I remember, and it's recorded, it's on the air, and I said, listen, we've had 3 20+% years. Ladies and gentlemen, this will not continue. And it's recorded, so you can see it. And I don't think it took a particularly bright individual to make that prediction. All I was saying is that, so be careful, be ready, because there's going to be a pullback in the market, as there always is when there's a big run. Now, in that case, I don't think anybody foresaw the depth of the pullback and the extent of it, but nonetheless, it shouldn't have been a surprise. Those of you who said they were completely blindsided, or who won't admit it either, they hopefully learned a lesson. And I'm not saying be twice shy, because the writing is typically on the wall. Real estate doesn't move, like the stock market does, that from one day to the next it turns off. There are signs, coming all along the way that give away what the direction is. And that's why this was kind of interesting. And in June, new listings increased 5.5%. That's huge. And year over year, 10.9% compared with May. So the top 10 markets where the highest new listings increased gains of as much as 20%. Is the market falling apart? No, but there's a bunch of reasons. We'll talk about those more on Monday and throughout next week. We got a lot of stuff here for you on the Real Estate Show. Remember to tune in, enjoy the Real Estate Show, share the Real Estate Show with more people so they can get this information as well. Anyway, that's it for today. TGIF, happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July, the red, white, and blue. We hope that you have a great and safe weekend ahead. Until our next show on Monday, drive safe, wash those hands, and make it a great day. Bye-bye. All right, man. Thank you very much, and have a happy 4th of July. John Brown is in town. Let me log down here. All right, Brian and everybody here. Thank you to all my folks on the YouTube. Good night.